Good evening, everyone. I'm Judith Mowry. I work at the Office of Equity and Human Rights, but I am a part of the Smart City team for the work we do on privacy. And that has included a whole sort of bunch of different steps. And we're going to tell you the step we're on right now. If you can advance the slide, Hector. Thank you. So we just wanted to outline so everyone understands what is a public policy. And it's basically a guiding document that states the goals and the acceptable procedures for government. So we set at the city of Portland, the policies, this kind of level policy is set by the city council. Next. There are a couple different kind of council documents that we have at the city of Portland. One is an ordinance, and that's a formal document in which the council conducts its business. So it's a binding force of law, and it's passed by the council in accordance with the charter. So the charter says this is what you do as a city in general terms, and the council then can pass policy ordinances that fall within the charter. A resolution is a formal document by which the council declares city policy or directs officers or bureaus to take specific action. So the adoption of a resolution takes 3 yes votes, and they take effect immediately. And one way to think about it too is ordinance actually have to do with how the city conducts with themselves with the community, and resolutions tend to be internal documents for how bureaus should operate. Next. So as I mentioned, city code, and hopefully you're all noticing that right now there is a whole code review going on. And this looks at what are all the regulatory and penalties and all the ordinances, everything for the city of Portland, kind of from its beginning. There have been a few times when we've cleaned it up a little bit, but there's more work to do, and that's what's being done with the Charter Review Commission right now. So once when a policy is needed, what happens is somebody identifies a gap. Smart Cities identified that there was a gap in protections around how we use data, whether or not it was transparent to our communities, and how we were directing the use of the data. So once that gap was identified, we've done a couple things. We've done some policy work, privacy work, and we've done a work on a specific type of technology, which we'll be talking about. But in this case, it was about surveillance, that we just didn't really have policy to guide us in the use of technology that is capable to be used as surveillance. So once the policy has been, what we're doing the policy preparation right now, really excited to invite the community in and encourage you to be a part of this process with us. Help us develop the recommended policy. Once we've developed the policy, then it's going to go through the bureaus. It'll go to the head of the Bureau of Planning and Sustainability. And it also goes to the budget office at that time, because they always review for budget impacts of policies, and it's distributed to the commissioners. At the same time it goes to the bureau, it pretty much is being shared with the commissioner in charge. In this case, that is Commissioner Carmen Rubio. But all the commissioners receive a copy of the proposed policy recommendation. The clerk gets a copy, and they put it on the council agenda. And we have a council agenda date set in September that Hector will tell you more about. Next. So again, city council, those are the folks that we put in charge by electing them for making the decisions around the administrative, the legislative, and what they call quasi-judicial decisions under City of Portland's commission form of government. So there are 5 commissioners, one of whom is the mayor, and they all have equal power in a vote. Next. So once the time has been chosen for the policy to be presented to council, we'll send out notices for that. And it's also posted every week. The agendas are posted for the next week on the city website. When we go to city council, members have the opportunity to propose amendments to whatever policy recommendations we are making. And the council has to vote on agreeing to the amendments as well. Public policy also can be submitted through a map app, or you can sign up, and we will make sure people have the opportunity to know when when it's time to go do that and sign up to testify in favor, or hopefully not against, but perhaps. After the public hearing, you'll be able to find the council recording on the PDX YouTube channel, which also streams live. And it's just a note here that if there's a correction that is just a small issue, then that's when an amendment will be made. Amendments aren't made that substantially change the proposal. That's when they just tell you go back to work and go back to the table and come back with something else.